And there's plenty to be researched here. So I think now I can hire my my scientists. And despite the costs, commence all projects. $15 and $15. And the other 15 will go on that if they arrive first, otherwise fusion explosives will move over to it. Okay, man, that stings. Like, really, really stings. And we still don't have the alien Praetor. At least we didn't lose the armor. So that means we need a new heavy weapons individual, since we're down to just one. Who did I put in for heavy weapons? We actually have 2 candidates, Mimer and Bane Williams. We could have both. I mean, they gotta learn someday, and if somebody gets injured, at least they can bench for a bit. Alright, on you come. Who else have we lost recently? I need to update my sheets here, so casualty list, most recent. D-Day and John. D-Day was a shield and pistol, so it could always be nice to have another shield and pistol. We seem to mulch our way through those, but what a loss. I can't believe it. Goodbye, John. Died before he could make corporal rank, and because of the lack of the people to fill the positions, Dark Young made his way up. Yeah. Alright, who was set out to be a shield and pistol from our reserves? We have Clint Bet. It's your lucky day for given values of luck. Welcome aboard. Okay, I'll get over it. Back to base, everybody. A massive carrier with civilians and reapers have appeared, but... oh, what are they up to? Nobody knows, and nobody really wants to know, but once these guys have filled up on fuel and that, they can go and check it out. Or you could deal with that thing. It's really close by. Who cares about Australasia? They really do see you and leg it, don't they? There's a base in Australia. There might be a base in Australia. There we go. Get back to base and just nuke these buggers into the ground. Meanwhile, in the Reaper-infested base known as New Zealand. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I need more Marauders, though. That much is a given. In a few days, we'll have another one over in Prome. It's rearmed, but it's not refueled. Fusion explosives. Much of the explosive power of a conventional two-way thermonuclear hydrogen bomb comes from the initial fission that ignites the fusion reaction, rather than the fusion reaction itself. Unfortunately, the initial blah 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 blah. All that's required for pure fusion reactor is a burst of energy that sufficiently ignite the da-da-da. I doubt catastrophic retinal burns are considered particularly attractive either. Please use darkened glasses. We'll try. Now we're talking. Better weapons for our jets. There we go. Now fire those rockets, says Edry. If you say so. Now left to research here, so get on with the wrath analysis, or the wraith rather, and let's make sure that our brave man Edry actually has the right ones equipped. And there we go. Fusion rockets. Sounds like the holy hand grenade. Maybe we'll get to see it in action at some point. Still refueling and rearming, sadly. Jeez, this place is a lost cause. Go for it anyway. There we go. Crunch, and that'll make Australasia maybe slightly less unhappy with me. Just go all in on the battle rifle, Jake. It's a bottleneck. Yeah, and things are going poorly for it. Hop. But diminishing returns. Marauder's rearmed, but I want it refueled. Refueled, fully operational. Right, then let's have a look and see what's going on out here. Marauder, You have the speed. Let's figure it out. New Marauder is ready, and this one's getting relocated as well. Let's see who we got. We've got 4 here. 2 here. I'd honestly like to have 3 over there. Yeah, if we get 3 over in Florida Man's abode, that would be pretty banging. So relocate to Florida Man's abode. And that means Florida Man's abode should probably relocate this. Oh, wrong one. There we are. Relocate one of these over to Prome. In fact, maybe all of Florida Man can be defended by 3 Marauders. After all, these things are going to have to go away soon enough. Marauders have good range. You can intercept near Prome from Belgrade. What if we have 3 here, 3 here, and over here we send all of those. Maybe not all, but at least 3 being over there would be nice. What do you see, Marauder? Nothing. Whoa, slow down. Nothing going on. Claims that there are bases around here are false. Couldn't be more false. Get back to base. Oh right, I didn't give you guys a new job, did I? Well, I do want a new plasma caster. But maybe not that much. Let's have some of you on it, and let's also have a new assault armor to go with it. Doesn't take that long to do you, thankfully. And then we're still in need of more sentinels. Like 3 of them, I guess. Not weird, they land on non-building missions too. Yeah, but some people seemed adamant that there was a base over here. We need more Marauders. Look, we'll get them. I just want a bit more power on the ground for now. We've been investing in a lot of Marauders. We have 3 here, 3 here. Only 1 over there though, which might be a bit scary. To the point where I would actually like to send another one over there. You're not really much good on your own, but you're good for taking out those single scouts. So make do with what you have. Alright, here's that weirdo. The wraith stands roughly 180 centimeters tall and is probably the most exotic of the extraterrestrials encountered to date. Only vaguely humanoid, has triple-jointed legs, bulbous head, glowing fleshy protrusions. Disturbingly, they're reported to possess the ability to teleport around the battlefield, allegedly even through solid objects. They have a well-developed muscular system, otherwise unremarkable. They're closely matched with humans in terms of strength and resilience. 4 main organs, which are completely unrecognizable, appear to be hybrid functions. Each is protected by surgically implanted armor. No problem for us, I'm sure. It's both effective and unobtrusive, quite why subdermal armor is not present in other aliens we cannot say. The aliens have an important role in the alien hierarchy. I doubt we're looking at alien leaders. The wraiths may well represent elite forces. Vast heads contain a thick skull, reinforced protective armor plating, underneath which lies an expansive brain. Glowing modules, bionical reactions fed directly into blood stream, da-da-da-da-da. Other discovery of note is that these nodules sit atop an opening in the skull. A blow of significant force would likely kill the creature outright. A bullet will certainly do the job. As the rest of the skull is well protected, these nodules must be extremely important, likely linked to the power of teleportation. If it does not teleport out of its containment tank once it regains consciousness, well, then I foresee having some difficulty interrogating the beast. Interesting. 50,000 calories an hour. Now that's bulking. What? Did I miss something about that? Yeah, maybe. Sweeping over South America, Greenland, and Eastern Russia when you aren't covered might be wise, just to check for bases. Can't help but feel they're about to come, though. Wraith. Know your wraith. Oh wow, some of them wear full plating on the head. Please talk to your men. If a test subject manages to breach quarantine, the correct response is to subdue and restrain it until our specialists can get to the scene. It's most emphatically not to grab whatever is to hand and reenact the more bloody mess scenes from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, even if the subject does manage to teleport into the mess hall during chow time. When your brutes had finished, there wasn't enough left of the wraith nor to... Come on, I captured one live! Wraiths have a truncated class structure, soldiers, little underpowered, warriors, thickness and quality of armor, officers, wears a helmet and covers themselves, elites. Considerable aftermarket modifications, being hardening process, elites wear the most complete suits of armor, a green bodysuit similar in design, as well as more enclosing set of armor plating, sure. Sure. Reenact. Right. Come on, aliens. I know you're waiting for me. I'm waiting for you. We're hard at work. Or hardly working. Didn't I say I would hire more scientists? Yeah, they're on their way, probably. Keep an eye on your funding. It'll slowly go down if there's a base out there. I can't keep an eye on that. Alright, let's analyze that wraith, please. 3 soldiers at Montenegro. Let's have them suited and booted and ready for new operations. Bain Williams, rifleman. You'll be enjoying Predator armor with a big gun. You mean it's not available? Take it. They all look the same to me again. Ditch all of that stuff for now. Sure, carry a... Lack of a med kit was a bit dangerous before. Carry some C4 just for variety's sake. Variety's sake, I swear. Lots of ammunition. Lots and lots of ammunition. I mean, I don't see a reason not to completely fill this up with ammo. Otherwise, you can drop grenades for our friends if it comes to that. I think a smoke grenade really helped last time against those greyskins. There you go. You can double click instead of dragging. Amazing. Oh, right. I didn't actually have your... Oh, man. This is going to change everything, isn't it? Change roll to heavy and... It's because I didn't update this before. Oh, well, we'll get the fun of doing this again. What else did I have on you? I forget. Probably that. And then... Good enough. And maybe this should be set as default for heavy weapons now. If MC is based on vision, could a few smoke grenades free MC soldiers? I do not know. Alright, as for you, Memer. What an unfortunate name. Alright, let me update my document here as well. The way it's ordered, Bain Williams goes right to the top. Memer is also a machine gunner. So we have a couple of backups here, which means I should be able to just change your role to heavy weapons. And we're kind of fine as long as Bain can deign to remove that. Hey, not bad. Alright, good enough. What about you, Clintbit? Clintbit's meant to be shield and pistol. So, change role to shield. Wolf armor for you now, but, well, actually no, let's have you in sentinel armor, since we should have enough of those going forward. Pistol, shield, ammo. What else did you actually want? Ammo? Oh, you wanted a med pack on your belt. How generous. You're going to carry a grenade on your belt for just in cases. Smoke grenade. And you want C4 in your backpack. Alright, but there's space left over, so take some extra grenades. Well, an extra grenade. Groovy, now we're ready for anything that comes our way. Let's save. No, we shouldn't need to save. Why do I feel paranoid about saving though? We'll even call it the paranoia save. Keep on going. Battleships should come from the next wave. They have Praetors. Well, I hope they do. Getting tired of waiting for them. I've got a job to do here. Well, it's massive and it's fast. Well, let's wait and see what else they're throwing at us. A very small interceptor with air superiority. Can't we destroy that with a single Corsair? I'll send in Montenegro's. What else are they throwing at us? Massive research vessel with Androns and Heridians. Let's take it down with the Marauders that we have. Put that to the test. Massive research again. A small scout. Well, there's a lot for you to shoot down then. In that case, let's try our hand at doing this, but it'll probably run away again. Alright, just shatter it and then take on your new target. Ooh, might not win. Yeah, of course you'll win. Took a lot of damage though. Get back to base. Crash site. Small scout with 10 Caesar. Forget it. Just nuke it. Take that one down as well and get back to base. And yeah, just nuke it. I'm on the lookout for a Praetor now, not these little scrubs. Ah, right. Opportunity to throw out 3 Marauders from Florida Man's abode. Come on, UFO scum. But ah, yeah, buggers. Alright, take that one down then. Back to base. That should keep South America mega happy. And just... Whoa, that's big money. Why would it be worth such big money? Battleship, Jake. What is that what this was? I didn't pay attention. It's a battleship. I wonder if we can get there in time. I mean, night is on its way, but how fast is the Shrike? Shrike would get there at 8:34. Yeah, I need those Praetors. I'll try taking it on, but if we don't get there in time, I'll wait for the morning mission. They're still light at 8:34, if you say so. Okay, who's going to take on this Praetor? Should we send in the best of the best, I wonder? Well, first, as ever, let's unassign everybody. Jake, do not take my advice, please. Nicolas says, I don't know the game. Okay. Send in the A-team and not 8+ tank. What do you have against the tank? I love the tank. Ignore Kalpa advice. That's what everyone should be doing. Okay. Colonel Dark Young. Time for you to lead us into battle. Oh my god, if this goes pear-shaped, we're losing everything. I only have one good sniper rifle, don't I? Yeah, I do. You know, if we waited, we'd be able to send in 2 heavy weapons, guys. I think we should wait till morning time. Yeah, if it waits there for 24 hours, then as soon as daybreak is arriving, we'll go for that. calling this Operation Egg Basket. Alright, take it down, get back to base, and nuke that thing into oblivion. As for this one, I would like to intercept it. I don't know how long it's going to be there for, but let's send out Montenegro's fully refueled marauders when they're fully refueled. Still refueling for another hour. Okay. Take care of it, please. Whew. Oh man, Bane Williams is taking advantage of his position here to throw up how many deaths for the next one. Okay, Predator Assault Armor is ready. Then let's get our extra Sentinel battle suits also ready. Oh. Alright, Prome, you do what you can, please. Before they escape. Alright, get on this. And no, well, you know what? It's high time that we actually built ourselves a Hyperion tank. Or at least tried to. Jings, they take a while. More people believe in you this time. At least I have one person thinking you'll have 0 deaths. Yeah, how generous. Alright, return to base then. This one we'll take care of shortly. Hey, Florida Man's Abode has the cryptology thing. Oh, but we can't intercept this, probably because it was shot down. Okay. Now we're going to head on over here. With the A team, which can now include 2 heavy weapons, guys. I like you, Bane. But you do have 35 bravery, which means they're probably going to mind hack you to death. That's 5. Need another assault. Rice Boy is injured though, so that means neutral good is going back in. Nah, Jake, I'm sure it'll be fine. 35 bravery against mind control in walking tank. What could go wrong? Hey, you're gonna kill us all, Bane. At least when it happens, we'll know we invited it. If you shoot me, you're dead. I think we'll actually have Bane drop his weapon between turns. I can't run that risk. Anyway, 2 heavy weapons, a sniper, a rifle, 2 assaults. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a couple of shields then. The best shields we have. Oh, shields don't last long enough to become lieutenants. I forgot that. Except for Pet Boy. Pet Boy's going to be stepping in. Oh, we need to capture them. Ooh, right. Right. Let's keep that in mind. We might need extra shields then. Who should bench if we need somebody else to go in and whap them? Bench the tank, Jake. Over my dead body are we benching the tank? We've lost too many good men, Johnny. So neutral good is going to take the bench in favor of... Oh, jeez. Well... You're a private, but you're pretty brave. I'd send in Closet Goth, but they're already fairly injured. That said, they have high health anyway. They got pretty good high health. Tank can't do anything Edry and his rocket can. The tank can not be mind hacked. Plus it's a tank. I love my tanks. Butter Chef is going in. Oh no, Kaladin is made of bravery. On you go. Okay. I'm so terrified of Bane Williams and his 35 bravery. Tank cannot enter UFO, not a problem. Right, well, let's get everybody decked up. Enjoy some proper armor this time, Dark Young. Otherwise, you're pretty good to go with that. Not sure if you need all of that, though. Maybe it would be better if you were able to get in and start clobbering. Have a couple of grenades as well. Whew, no, take that armor, please. And take your plasma rifle, otherwise you seem pretty good. But maybe I should carry a whack-a-schmack as well. You know, we need this Praetor. I'm willing to charge on in and give my life selflessly if that's what it takes. Let's have a spare smoke grenade. I'm starting to see their value. I'd rather not, says Colonel Dark Young. I can't wait for there to be an opening for upwards mobility in this company. Righto, Johnny be deadly tonight. Enjoy your Predator suit and your plasma caster. Otherwise, oh, you're going to be carrying equipment for the rest of us. You can still heal, right? That doesn't count as too bad for you, right? What else are you going to be bringing? I guess a spare one of these to drop for our friends, otherwise it's grenades. Johnny is assault, though. Oh, huh, how did I misread that? Pretty terrifically well, I dare say. Ah. Okay, I've forgotten what Johnny is meant to hold on to now. And now I've switched it all out. I think he had one of these, though. Otherwise, he probably had some grenades. And then in the backpack, I don't know. Still give him one of those and one of these. And some backup grenade. Maybe you should redo the class templates, maybe. Here, we'll set that as default for you then. I could set this as default for rifleman, but not everyone's as incredibly swole as I am. Bubblegum, you're on the heavies. Here's your Predator armor. Oh, well, you take to it like a champ. There we go. So both the heavy weapons seem keen to go. Although they don't all have the same kind of grenades. I think I will set this as default and then tell you to equip default. Whew. Imagine that Bane killing Bubblegum. I know I'm imagining it. Here, have some proper armor this time. We did make good armor for you, Imagine this crappy armor at this point. Oh, Jings, that's too heavy for you. That's much too heavy for you. God, I hate wimps. Well, you're going in with what few grenades you can carry, Big Bang. Get those whack-a-schmacks going, though. Even for you, I hate to say this, but you're going to have to carry that on you. Apparently you're a shield. Behold, wanted... Oh, that's right, they got back up. Anyway, shield and pistol. No matter what else they want, though, they're... No, not like that. And they're getting the whack-a-schmack. Best I can do is wolf, and that stuff is heavy. That's kind of tragic, actually. Too heavy to move around in, but I've made all I can make. Or have I? 4 hours until we make a new one. I'm not taking the risk on the thing taking off in 4 hours. Right, is the awesome team ready to go? We got Colonel with the sniping, some gorgeous individual with a rifle, the only rifle. Johnny on assault, Major Johnny. Major Bubblegum, who's probably going to die to Bane Williams' hand. Pet Boy's ready to club, but could have more on them. At least a bit of reloading. Man, Kaladin's just so lacking in what it takes. I think that despite being the lieutenant, you're going to be the one in wolf armor, and drop that. Kaladin's going to get the good armor so that they can carry more grenades. And trust me, I really don't like to say that. Don't know which grenades are best to take in this situation, but probably these electro ones for suppression and the other thing. Alright, this will go grim. So, say your final goodbyes to your loved ones. Oh right, I should also probably sort out our loadout here. Like not having the sniper up front. Oh, here's the thing. This is the front of the ship. I think my problem is everyone's looking this way. Alright, well, let's play a little game. An almost slider puzzle game here. Tank goes out front. With shield and precision plasma. And I would quite like plasma caster there. I also want a shield at the back. There we go. I guess it's the way that we look, but I want to come out the front way. You exit out the back of the ship, don't you? Depends which way we're aiming. Well, whatever. We're ready. We are ready for surely anything. Let us intercept with the Shrike. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Then there's this thing. How long's that been there? I forget. I want to have it covered in marauders. On you go, marauders. Imagine if Jake accidentally clicked airstrike. I keep thinking that I'm going to. Uh-oh, darkness is on its way. Gotcha. Back to base. Yeah, just strike that one down. Okay, man, I can't believe the big fight's happening in South America. Engage. Soldiers on low morale may panic, flee, or go berserk at the start of each turn. Please don't kill us, Bane. Why is it always Brazil? I'm gonna need a fresh bottle for this. Here we go. Alien Praetor present. The amount of alien communication traffic in the area is far higher than normal, Commander. The aliens seem worried about something. I strongly suspect there is a Praetor in the vicinity. I hope it didn't get shot down like the last time we were warned of such a thing. It would deal a terrible blow against our foes if our men were able to capture it alive for interrogation. We would be close to ending the war once and for all. That seems awfully presumptuous, but let's poke a nose out. I think that civilian needs saved. Also, we don't know what's here. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. If I kill Jake, I will seriously spend a solid 2 weeks getting swole in Jake's Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's going to be 2 months, Bane. I don't take half measures around here. Right, we know nothing about what's in here, unfortunately. I think I'm going to have Kaladin just rush on in. Alright, well, can't be that bad, right? Behold, you want to be here? Just keep an eye out. Well, Colonel Dark Young, there's a good space for you to look over all of this with your gun. And Bubble Gun can just look over there. Keep the tank looking out there, although if they pop over there they could no doubt destroy our tank in a painted one shot. There's no holes in this though, so that's okay, I guess. Alright, Major Johnny, I guess you could go out here, be grenade fuel, or head out here just so you have a bit of distance on them. We don't know where those alien scumbags are. Alright, but how you doing, Bane? A little worried about how little you need to It's okay, the laughing will pass. Your reflexes are alright. It might be a good idea for you to stand somewhere like here so you can actually reaction fire as well. And Colonel, be ready for anything. Maybe position a sniper on top of a building. Oh, but they'll be open to any attacks, surely. Wonder if I could smoke bomb that. No, I don't have my gas grenades handy. Pet Boy has the whack-a-schmack, so we could incapacitate them. What are all these noises? Hey, local forces. I'm more than a little curious what they get up to. Oh well, let's enjoy the sandbagging for once. I'm actually crying of laughter, says Bubblegum. But what's so funny? Okay, tanks again. South America has taken a leaf out of South Africa's book. Don't worry, spreading out's good for us. Maybe I'm spreading out a bit too much, but I'd love to know what they actually have on them here. Right. Let's just take it easy. Okay, Bane, on you trot, you get in there. What is going on? Just not seeing anything so far. I guess we'll send in bare minimum to about here. It kind of blocks your view, I know, but... Oh, alright, we'll have bare minimum here then. Oh, offering good support for our people. Morale support, no doubt. What do you behold? Behold. Edge of the map? Good. Allows us to smash on. Could you commandeer a tank? No. Plus we have a tank. How are we feeling? That boy is feeling overloaded, man. They lose so much TU to this. It's tempting to make them drop the pistol, really. To that effect, maybe I should have them drop the... or equip the whack-a-schmack. Come on, what's out here? There's a one of those. That looks like an advanced pixie thing. There you are, Dark Young. You know how this works. Difficult, I know, but I'm sure you can make the shot. Thankfully, you got another one in you. Whoa! Right, well, Major Bubblegum, where the Colonel has failed, the Majors show you how it's done. Oh. How do demotions work in this game? If you complain about the TU now, wait until you meet the Praetor. Why would that be a problem? Right. Maybe I should just take to the skies to see what's going on. Alright, nice roof. But there's nice cover on that roof as well. I think I'll take it. And that way if I get over here and get down, I'll have good vision of the everything. Oh ho, what do we have? Androns. Well, at least that means no one-shot bollocks here. Andron probably has a big gun though, so I'm not sure I like to stick around to find out just how big. Still, that's reassuring. No one-shot shenanigans. Well, I mean, that can still one-shot, but in different ways. Now, if I can see you, surely you can, yeah. I still feel relatively safe. But maybe I should get over here and just keep an eye on the situation. Alright. I'm sure Bane can keep us safe from the alien threat. Actually, if you shoot down here, it's blocked a gazillion times, isn't it? Well, whatever. Alright, that's good. These civvies really should be incapacitated for their own good. Let's just roll bare minimum into somewhere that can be put to use shortly. Get this thing out of our way. And I guess just look in that direction so it doesn't accidentally shoot you. It could just make a shot from there and it may just blow you up straight away. But that's called a trade. It's something people do in chess. Hey, I could lob a grenade at you. I don't see any downsides to this. Oh, for the love of God, Jake! I know my throwing arm isn't good, but... Damn, now I've lost knowledge on it. That's exactly how I would throw a grenade as well. It's just me and the nuclear grenade chilling out on the rooftop. Ooh, hello. I don't have any good long-ranged way of dealing with you, but the feeling is mutual, I feel. I guess I'll get over here and get down. So much for getting down, but thankfully our shield can take all. Get over here, like so. It's tempting to get real close and just mulch you with my gun, but there's a lot of armor on these Androns. So let's kind of hope that they come a little closer. How do you feel about things, young? Aside from inaccurate. What's that? You want roof access as well for better shooting opportunities? Suppose it could be done. Now, Major Bubblegum obviously can't fly, but they could make their way out here too. Maybe not right next to you, just in case they get any funny ideas about shooting that big weapon of theirs. Otherwise, let's just see what happens. Sir, the wall seems to have disappeared on me. Local civilians are running around scared. Okay, it's our pick of choice what bare minimum does. A bit of a dangerous amount of blocking going on with this. But I could, you know, purposely get rid of it, or just go for the shot. That's not going to hurt me, even if it goes there. Well, maybe. Ah, no need to worry. What even are androns? Hey, young, how nuclear grenade resistant would you say you are? Completely or extremely? Either way, get your ass over here. There are shots to be made. To which he says he can make his shot quite cleanly from here, thanks. There we go. Almost like he had something to prove with that shot. Now... there's more out there. That's you. How much do we feel like rushing on in and, Hey, hold on. We got these electro grenades, right? They do... They cost 87 to throw, huh? Can't miss, right? Oh, dear God! Nothing like some grenade fun. Alright, take it out. Oh. Not planned. Not as planned. Nothing to prove to a major. This is problematic. How good's that shot, Bane? Yeah, I agree. There's a bit of a wall problem. But maybe not entirely a wall problem. Could be done. There we go. Bane's shining dome is an example to us all. Righto, let's carry on. Didn't even suppress his own guys. That's because the new Bane was shooting. There are many thoughts to have about Bane, but if he's the one shooting behind you, you've got nothing to worry about. It'll be swift. He may not have much bravery or hair, but he's a crack shot. Okay. Okay, there's nothing shameful about being bald. It's funny, but not shameful. Anything out there? No, good. Don't know what's in here, though. Those androns have a way of just, Oh, wow, God knows what's going on in there. Well, there's an easy way to find out, and a hard way. Nothing going on, we're safe. Major Johnny's feeling that this maybe isn't quite the mission he signed up for. Okay. Okay. Seriously, young, get your ass over here. Alright, seems... God, don't close the door. Seems safe enough. Not safe enough to stand around in the open, though. Major Johnny didn't become major by being suicidal. At least that's not how I remember it. Alright, there's a little reason not to reload our heavy weapons at every opportunity if there's nothing else to shoot down. That's the way I see it. I mean, there's reaction fire to think about, but come on, we got Jake and Young at the top. Recipe for victory. Let's see what's out here. I'm always a bit worried selecting people when I have you know who selected. Bare minimum. Hello. What the heck are these? Is that like forward base setup? I don't know, but I know that I don't like it. That seems like a great space to leave Dark Young. As for me, I'm not a sniping coward, so I'm gonna get down there into the thick of it. Something's going on in here. Beware those portals. I'm looking at those portals, wondering what to think about them. What I'm really thinking is, are they destructible? Nope. Okay, well, that makes this next part easier. Looks like they would enjoy some cover out there. Let's end that. Alright, Bane, I know you're having a lot of fun there. Me too, but let's get you a bit closer to the action. It's also cover you can use, Jake. Nah. Wimpy cover users. Man, I sure love the beautiful cacti desert in the Amazon, says Blackwinds. Really appreciating the BR representation in the game, aren't you? I know I would. Alright, these buggers are surely going to pop out of here and give me a bad time. So perhaps the best thing I could do is be ready for them. Oh, hello. I'd hate for that one to, you know, miss and cause me a lot of difficulty like it did before. What are we thinking? 2 shots? 1 shot? Hit the ground, maybe? Blocked 100%, so I should go for this. Or this. Easy peasy. And that means you can continue your mad rush in. Bubblegum won't be able to reaction fire from there, but they could from there. But their flank would be open. Sorry, pet boy, but you're going to be the support here. Keep your eyes on that. You keep your eyes on that. Bane Williams can make shots down to there if the need arises. As for you, bare minimum, go delete BR's beautiful cacti. The amount of cover I get is severely reduced here, but let's enjoy this. Bane. Hey, you can make it all the way over to that rock. How you feeling up there, Dark Young? You should have clean shots to both of these if they pop out. But will they pop out? Hard to be sure, isn't it? Maybe we should be ready like so for them. Just have a quick glance in and see where this leads to. Thank God they're not using psionics on us. That's just rubbish. Airstrike all psionics. What do you see, bare minimum? Dead bodies, my favourite kind. Otherwise this place looks barren. This is a little tricky since we split up our forces here. But I don't like the idea of them being able to jump out of these, so I'd rather have a better idea of what we're dealing with here. If there's absolutely nothing inside of here, then that means I can ignore this, because it's unlikely they're going to make their move to come along here. But if I'm wrong, then I'm super wrong. Not the good kind of super wrong. Should have incapacitated those humans. I give my heart a hard time there. Alright. Kaladin, on you go. What's inside? Oh, Christ, that's not particularly useful. Does this one also go there? Huh. Well, wits about you. There still could be anything in here. Fortunately, something comes out here. Our main man, bare minimum, will know all about it. And maybe even attract fire that would otherwise kill us. Clomp, clomp, boom, boom. I feel like having some people out here ready to jump in would be good, just in case they get incredibly overpowering in there. Then again, nah. Alright, I know you've had a squeaky clean time over there, Colonel. But it's time for you to get involved in the fight. Involved in the fight? I know you really don't want to, but come on. If it were me, I'd totally jump on that, come out and go, surprise! And then get shot to death by him. It'd be nice to have somebody covering the rear end, but I mean really, if they come out this way, they're going to be targeting our tank. Better to be ready out here, I dare say, or maybe even charge in and see what they got. Because this this whole floor could be dead. Good, that takes a load off my mind in that case. Somebody brave, go and open that door. The Andron threat is existing, but it's not existing here. Also, what about that Praetor? How can we have an android Praetor? How do we know what the Praetor looks like? What do we know about the Praetor? Are you a Praetor? No. God, if it were actually the mysterious BR doing the return approach. That's very much blocking you, Bubblegun. It's a different alien. Okay, that's reassuring. What's not reassuring is that I might accidentally kill the thing. We've accidentally killed an officer before. Accidentally kill the thing. Yes, that's what will happen. Good lord. Right. Well, let's do our usual. It's been real clean so far. Love that. We'll see how clean it remains. Alright, you're out. One big gunman per telly. Okay, if this is the case, let's all make sure we're reloaded and ready. 5 is fine. 9 is fine. Fool. Grenade in hand. Fool. We're missing somebody. Oh yes, how could I forget? The esteemed Colonel. Who needs to reload, so everyone's got to wait on him. Oh no! Dark Young is under alien control! Colonel, how could you let this happen? I'm afraid there's no choice. Okay. If we smack Young, they're just gonna grab somebody else. We need to just get on in there. Alright, Kaladin, what's happening over there? Please tell me there's not a billion floors to this thing. There's only one enemy and it's him. Oh, right, looks like there's a top floor. Right, there's no time. Kaladin, what's happening in there? Oh, crikey almighty, there's more of this stuff. Young. On you go, Johnny. Where the... Okay. Oh, I better quick save just in case we get more bad things happening. On Bane. Places to be and people to kill. You know it. Uh-oh. Johnny... Okay, Johnny doesn't have enough to shoot. you trot, Bubblegum. Bane can get mind controlled because the shiny head resists psionics. Oh man, poor Bane. Right, if we stand on the teleporters you can't come through, but that would significantly reduce our amount of firepower going in here, especially since one of our bravest and best soldiers will be leaving behind. Game's trying to save me so you can't get me killed to whack the Praetor. Is that the way you want to see it? I think it's better for us just to go ahead. I mean, there's no way that you could catch up and hurt us. Or does the Praetor have some kind of super TU enlarger? I think the door is missing, otherwise it would be automatically closing. I have a lot of TU. Yeah, I think it's better that we just stand guard here and we hope that the 5 of you can make it. Oh, but you don't have the whack-a-schmacks. Send in the tank to distract him. Actually, I'm more worried that he's going to take on the tank, so bare minimum, get out of there. Jake's love for that tank is ridiculous, says John. I don't like this. I do not like this, and I don't have whack-a-schmackers. Well, not ready, but I could make them ready. I have a lot of TU. How about we just charge on in for now? But Young could definitely shoot us in the back. Come on, it's what he's known for. Alright, we'll do it. Have your shield ready. Everybody have your shield looking over there. As for me, I'm going to try to close this door. Yeah, there is no door. We need some extra firepower for this, though. That's my thoughts. What? Just a typical day for old Young, is it? Shooting your teammates. Alright, Johnny, this thing's gotta go. Oh. Oh dear. Just take another one, take it down. Alright, Kaladin, what's going on in there? Well, there's at least one of them, we know that much. You can electro grenade it, but that won't kill it. It also costs 39 to do that. Yeah, nice try. Wait, there's another teleporter? Oh lord, that's a big room. And it's on fire. I give it the old nade. How is anyone so bad at one job? Right, he's definitely coming to kill us. We're probably going to need to hold the teleporters. Johnny can teleport and hold it. We'll get Bubblegum in there. Bubblegum can go there and just shoot you dead. Wait, it's still blocked. How blocked is that? Bane, do a similarly fine job over here, please. Well, it would help if we knew what was in here. On you go, Kaladin. No hostiles, good. Unfortunately, you're now in the way. So is Bubblegum, actually. Don't like this, but... Johnny, can you actually get on there and teleport? Thank God. Okay, then we're taking the other one. We need whack-a-schmacks, though. Get your one equipped. I want to go in. I got the better everything, but you've got the whack-a-schmack. Do I? I do. I don't have a shield, but you almost don't have a shield, so I guess you can hold the fort. Leave Bubblegum so you can go in. Behold will stay behind here and hold this, hopefully. Okay, I don't like this. Significantly reduced power for going in here. Kill it. Kill it harder. Well, that was keeping us nice and calm, honestly, but I'm surprised I didn't shoot you in the back. Are you actually crouching? You're not. There we go. Give me a clean shot. Give me a cleaner shot. There we go. I'm back, says Dark Young. Uh-oh. Wait, where are you then? There you are. So who are they going to go for next? Jake dislikes burst fire. I love it, but we can't suppress these Andron things. Oh, right, someone's in the way. Oh, God, who is it going to be? Spend all the TUs and hope, Jake. Or drop all your weapons. That's another idea, isn't it? I think it's better just to drop all TU at this point. Make sure nobody has anything left to shoot with. Major does. So just do some squats until you're happy. More squats. Get a workout. Pep Boy's just got a whack-a-schmack. I don't know if they actually attack with that. Oh, Johnny, no, no thank you. Carbines cost us badly last time. Reload some. Good idea. That way they have a full amount to hit us with. Behold, take your smacker out. Oh, you don't have what it takes. That's a shame. Kaladin, I know you like your grenades, but we need the whacker out. Don't have what it takes to reload, huh? Just keep doing those squats and hope that nothing really terrifying pops out of these that we can't deal with because we wasted all our reaction fire. Oh no, Bane. No, no, no. Go on a little bit of a march. That leaves Cyboy. I wonder if you can actually smack somebody when you're controlled. Okay, that should be alright. Where's the mass squat button when you need one? My strategy was to rush into portal with tank, scout, and port back to blocks. Portal What? Well, we did block portal, but anyway. They have not decided to take us on. Alright, Kaladin. Get in there. This smoke is making it real hard to tell what's going on here. But it's enough for me to know that I don't like it. What's going on in here? Empty room, kind of. Those androns need to go. Right, where they are... Well, I can't remember because I've already pulled out the other guy. But Johnny's good. Johnny will keep his eye on it. There's the 3. 1, 2, where's the third? 1... Wait, what the heck is that? Is that the Praetor? Well, it's not like anything else I've seen, so I guess it is. Are you sure, Jake? Well, as sure as one can be. I don't know how it reacts or how it indeed does anything, but time to grenade. Time to split. Alright, still the androns need to go. I like androns. I sure like androns. I don't like Johnny dying, though. Johnny continuing to rush in is a dangerous proposition. Dark Young could get in and shoot you, but anybody could really get in and shoot you. I nominate Bubblegum. Blocked 100%? Well, actually, I think I'd rather have you dead, honestly, at this point. You've got the big gun. Oh god, could we hit with more than none, please? We need Dark Young to show us how good a colonel can snipe. Much, much, much better, thank you. The other way is blocked, unfortunately, and you need to reload, which you can't do right now. Okay, still have problems. Like you need to go. You are a sizable problem. But Johnny is mashed up here. Hate to do this, but let's try and save Johnny's life. There you go, Johnny. Go be the hero you were destined to be. Oh, there are more. There are more of them, sire. There are... Big gun guy over there. Uh-oh. Bane, what can you do? Yes, you can port out there and probably gun one of these guys to death. That might be the better idea. That's fairly blocked, and I can barely see what counts for cover here, but if you get there... you probably can't shoot that thing. If you were here... Well, Praetor would probably have a word or two with you, but otherwise... I think you could be there and gun that guy down with his giant weapon. What the hell? Okay. Down goes Bane before he can be a threat for the rest of us. Kaladin, could you get in there So we can burst out with a whack of schmacks and take him down with it. Bane was only barely killed over his hit point limit, so he might be able to come back with more. But I don't like all these big gunned androns sitting around. All we have are shields and grenades with anything resembling turns. I really think it might be in our benefit to grab all the shields around here to jump out and thwack you as hard as we can. I'll try that theory. It's like a game theory. Otherwise, everybody else is in big, big danger. Look, I'm sure it's the shortest lived Xenonaut, but it's... oh, you're not sure. Okay, well, we've done what we can. This won't be nice. Wob, 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 wob. Where are you going? Oh, Johnny! Oh, wait, what? They're not done yet. Okay, now they're done. Dark Young has been overcome with dread. What? It's a good thing you don't have any ammo. What the heck do we do with someone that's overcome with dread? Okay, Johnny, you're in a great position to finish this fight at least. This thing's a problem. I think I got a shot on it. Come on now. No! Oh, I am not getting back up from that. What the heck? Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Oh, I am 2,000,000% dead from that. Oh. How does it feel to be on the flip side? Like I've still got a job to do. There we go. The last veteran of the oil field falls, says Helden. Yeah, feels pretty bad. Alright, we'll have to sneak attack this guy. I'm sure you'll never see it coming. It's not like he's a living god or anything. Colonel, maybe you should take cover. Okay. Good thing Bubblegum is here to save your ass. Go, Colonel. Service to the Imperium. Oh, Johnny is so not in a good place right now. Okay, well... let's go. Why not use the teleport, Jake? Why would I use the teleport? Hey, Johnny might be able to get to... No, no, no. This is the best cover he can afford right now. Under alien control. Oh no. Dark Young is still overcome with dread, but what does it mean? Bubblegum needs to reload, that's what it means. Tell you what, Dark, if you are that overcome, it lowers your TU. Okay, well that's not too bad, as long as he's still very alive. Maybe he should medkit himself. You have enough to reaction fire if somebody comes in there. What about the Praetor? Did you check Dark Young's TU? Kind of. Does anybody here have a smoke grenade to stop them from, you know, reaction killing us? You do? Okay, good. Could be useful. Could also be blocked badly. How's Johnny doing? Oh, right, he's under alien control. The thing is, I don't know if this guy can see through smoke. I just don't know. We have another kind of grenade, but I doubt the Praetor can be suppressed. It's also high block chance. Gas, EMP, anything. Dread means unit uses 30 TU for the round. Okay, it's not too shabby then. I thought it would make them try to kill us. God, I am low on units to use for this. Block 45% is just brutal though. There, that looks a bit better. Yeah, how you like that? Not a lot, I bet. Beehole doesn't have their whacker out. Just drop the gun, save some weight. Needs one more. No, needs to be bludgeoned to death by Pet Boy. No, 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 no. Well, this could be painful. Good thing we only sent in a lieutenant, right? Well, let's just drive around with our beloved tank to forget about all of this. Whee. I really like the idea of charging in there with a 9 hit point shield. Can still tank 1 hit. No problem. Problem! Ah, Pet Boy! Johnny, no! Alright, Praetor, you're coming down. Cease and desist! Final shot. Yes! Mission accomplished. Gave my life to the service of the Xenonauts. Unlike the cushy little colonel who just sits in the corner peeing his pants. My God, that was something. Lost a major, a private, and a lieutenant, but Colonel lived, Major Johnny persists. With 53 hit points, that was way overdue. Yeah, God, that was rough. But hey, the Praetor leader has been sent for researching. Man, I feel that one right in the chest. Pet Boy died like he lived. He died doing what he loved. Dying. You had a 17% chance to get up. Well, I sure didn't. Sorry you're so bad at surviving being shot, says... Oh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Right. Let's get interrogating. It's going poorly. There's also a singularity core that we don't really understand. Okay, we lost a shield, a machine gunner, and a rifleman. How are we doing on a rifleman? We only have 2, Edry and Raymond. I wonder if that's enough to carry us to the end of the game. Let me check and see if we have somebody else that wants to be a rifleman. We do have somebody. We've got Major Lee. We can bring him in. Is there a VOD missing? Yeah, it bugged out, but the highlights still have everything from it. Okay, I'll admit, Jake, without you having researched final tier weaponry, I'm impressed by that result. Nice job. It's alright, at least the pressure is off of me dying now. You still only have 1 rifle, that's fine, they share it. What are we making right now? A new battle suit. Well, why am I making so many? I don't think I need that many, right? And we'll eventually have our new tank. Tell you what, I don't want to pay the maintenance on this tank, and bare minimum is hanging on quite nicely. So how many days? January, March, April. Only 30 days in April. So we'll have it done afterwards, so I don't have to pay maintenance. Get everybody on that battle suit. Okay. Oh. I don't even get to be the top of the kills list in those that rest in pieces. John beat me to it. Then again, John did get the Gundam suit. Maybe make the new dropships here. Oh, battleship UFO. An enormous alien UFO with a crew of elite alien soldiers. We believe it represents the largest UFO class in the alien fleet, matching the largest orbital signals we've been tracking almost exactly. It's a monstrous creation, whether UFO had armor barely an inch thick. Oh, where other UFO had armor barely an inch thick. This behemoth has a foot of hardened plating on its outer shell and is virtually impervious to conventional weapons. It can cleave through the air at the best part of 3,000 kilometers per hour, despite weighing over 1,000 tons. Long-range beam weapon, carve apart buildings and ground targets as easily as it does our interceptors. The only conceivable way a vessel would be capable of any of these things, let alone all of them, is by utilizing a power source an order of magnitude more powerful than we've yet seen. Make every effort to recover it intact, as we'll be encountering these monsters in our skies with increasing frequency. Given the sheer firepower needed to bring it down, we'll need to develop something more capable. A lot more. Okay, well, we took it down. Battle suit's done. What are we having? We got our second plasma caster, right? Probably. Yeah, of course, we had 2 of them in that last battle, so we must do. Right, what'll it take for that dropship? 12 Millennium. Yeah, sure, let's make it just so we can see it in action. 1 more sniper rifle for me, says Deadly Tower. Don't get carried away, snipers are useless. See how much they gave into the dread. Ah, the battle rifle. It's an alien weapon, 40 inches long, 5 kilos in weight, can produce deadly bolts of plasma over great distances with incredible accuracy. We would do well to clone this design, but we could also do better still. We may have witnessed firsthand how devastating plasma technology can be. It still suffers from limitations. Studying every example of alien weaponry may just give us enough knowledge we need to develop a new category that surpasses it entirely. Mac weaponry. This sounds pretty good. Let's fire Steve Jobs at them. It's a bit of a choke point, but regardless, let's throw everything we got at it. Up. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Large strike cruiser going on a bombing run. Well, not on my watch, you're not. Let's save America from itself. Intercepted with all 3 marauders. Take that thing down. A massive carrier, but it's just doing research, so forget that. A small scout. Easily taken care of with a Corsair. Destroy it and return to base. They are gung bloody ho. Researching with Reapers, eh? Take it down, Marauders. I wonder, with all that fuel, do you have what it takes to bring this down? You're right next to it. Of course you do. Return to base and just nuke that thing. We already have the Praetor. Intercept that massive thing with what you can, although I doubt it'll be sufficient. Australasia's not happy with me. Take that thing down, it's getting a bit too cocky. Oh, easily done. Sweet, you're all going back to base. I swear that thing's just going to run around from us. Status, intercepting you. No, that's our status. We don't know what these guys are up to. Not knowing what's on them is ever so bothering, and since we actually have money, I think we will build a cryptology center. Just so we know. As for these crash sites, nuke them all. Let's find out what our alien Praetor has to say. Liking this money coming in, I'm liking it a lot. I reckon that last mission would have gone better if we didn't have that useless tank, says Dark Young. Now that tank saves the day more often than not. Our new soldier has arrived. Where are you? There we go. Major Lee, Rifleman, and yeah, that makes sense for a Rifleman, except it's way too heavy for you because you didn't go to the Academy of Swole. There you go. Intercept it with the Marauders, see if you can't catch it where others have failed. I just nuke the damn thing. Get back to base, make everybody happier. Oh man, I'm liking the amount of money these people give us. And the forecast is going up, not down. Private Major Lee, this is going to get confusing. Ah man, they really tore apart our high command here. Johnny is well overdue a colonel promotion. I don't know why he doesn't have it yet. Just give your one up, Dark Young. You're not fit to hold it. Another 2 grunts that could have taken that shot for you. Rough. Hey, I was shooting to save you from that guy in the corner. Yeah, we are in good money territory. I think the main choke point is engineering enough of a response to all of this. Massive, eh? I've got massive for you. Eat this. Another massive one, eh? We'll hold off on it. There could be closer ones popping up. That one could be taken out with a single Corsair, no problem. Speaking of single Corsair jobs, let's intercept that with all the Marauders. Wraiths again. Oh man, they like doing what they do. Ground attack, right, that one needs to be intercepted then. New target, that one. I can't be everywhere at once. What were these again? Alright, that being the case, just get back to base. Torch the crash site, make some dough. Man, already pretty low on ammo. But I reckon you should take that one down while we're here. They're really picking up their game. Like crazy, in fact. There you go. See what I do for you, Australasia? Now start giving me all that Foster's money. Yeah, sadly, all these guys need to rearm and refuel. Still researching. Feels like it's getting dangerously close to us. Just take it on with those. We're close enough and fuel everythinged up enough. Maybe consider more bases and more interceptors. Don't really want to. More interceptors is a reasonable thing, though. I mean, I could certainly splash out for more over here, right? If we had 3 and 3. Well, just in general, if I had 3 over here, I'd be a bit happier. But we're busy building other things. Want to check out this dropship. Did I hire all the engineers that I can? Yeah, 45 is our limit. We'll get our dropship. We'll at least see how good it is. Daniel says, did my volunteer get recruited yet? No, you're still on the backlog currently. Alright, Prome. I know you're slow on the uptake, but maybe, just maybe. Hey, Valkyrie dropship! Capable of deploying a lot more soldiers. We'll give it a go. Does that mean I should decommission the Shrike or just keep it for later? Check its speed. So that's a little bit faster then. Interesting. Right, well that being how it is, let's get our people off of there. Shrike only advantage is it gives some cover on landing. Who needs that? Alright, well let's just decommission the Shrike. Maybe we'll get some money for it. Where's resale value? Not seeing it. Oh, we got some money. Well, I guess I didn't see it then. First things first, bare minimum is going straight onto the Valkyrie. Next up, we can have 10 more. Or is it 8 more? Nah, it must be 10 more. There, smash it to bits. I want to get this research done. What do they have to tell me? We're still only average on the interrogation. Oh, I should update the Fallen list. This will be painful. But Bane, Pep, and DDR Jake all going down. So long, Pep boy. Lieutenant Pep boy at that. DDR Jake. Don't normally put myself into games, but when I saw that NPC, well, not NPC, the randomly rolled recruit, I had to have them. Bane Williams. This did not last, did you? Good thing we brought in the other machine gunner. Bane just wasn't brave enough for it all. It's my first experience with the mind melting. I gotta say, it's pretty terrible. Yes, Sebi D was a hell of a loss. That was a captain loss for you as well. Aha, the wraiths. The bandaged head as well. Amputation of the glowing nodes on either side of the prisoner's head appears to have stripped it of the powers of teleportation, though I will retain the armed guards to ensure that we're not being deceived. As usual, a summary of the creature's vulnerabilities has been distributed to your men and should increase their combat effectiveness by roughly 10%. The Wraith is a genuinely alien beast. Whilst other specimen will watch sullenly from inside the glass prisons as we work, our captive Wraith is distractingly twitchy. It refuses to expose its back to us, instead turning its whole body to face whoever is closest to the holding tank. If approached simultaneously from different directions, it will spin on the spot until they leave, literally for hours at a time if necessary. Your men find this hilarious, but it is utterly infuriating if one is trying to concentrate. Ridiculous mannerisms aside, the Wraith scored excellently in all tests performed, demonstrating high levels of intelligence, superb sensory awareness, and lightning reflexes. They're also capable marksmen, and their physiology is deceptively resilient. Even without their subdermal armor, the power of teleportation only makes them more effective. We have verified accounts of the beasts teleporting straight through the walls of a sealed room. Thankfully, there appears to be a limited range of this ability, and the aliens take some time to readjust to their surroundings after a jump, preventing them from firing weapons immediately. Nevertheless, I suggest your soldiers watch their backs as closely as this beast guards its own. Okay, well, at least we know more about that. Let's continue the interrogation. Can you recruit Xenos? No, this isn't whatever that latest release is. No, I don't like this. Try your hand at intercepting that. I know you can beat it, but you're just so slow. This one can be dealt with, though, on you go, Marauders. Small one, small problem. Intercept with Corsair. Not a problem. Get on there, Corsair. Jings, if you didn't have Corsairs at this time, you'd be buggered. Crush it and get back to base. Airstrike it to Kingdom Come. Jake, can you build another Marauder? We can build lots of things. I would certainly like more Marauders, but we're concentrating on other things. And I'll probably concentrate on mag weapons when we have that as well. Take it down, get back to base, and just nuke it. I wonder, do you think you have it in you to take that one down as well? Probably not if it's running away. Come to daddy. Ooh, hoo, hoo, okay. Rough. Get back to base and hope you can be charged up for the next one. Wonder if I could... No, we don't have range for that. Try your hand at it. Nope, no, you'll run out of fuel if you keep doing that. Get back to base. Do they actually know that you're coming and try to actively avoid your interceptors, though? Because it really feels like it. Okay, we're about to enter the last day of April, which means it's our last chance for recruiting any of these soldiers. I mean, at this point, do we really want more? I got all these people. 18 soldiers. And I'm not really sure we want privates getting involved in these final fights. Regardless, it's not like money is a problem, so let's bring in who we can. More is more, Jake. I wouldn't bother, says Bane. It's easy for the dead to say that they wouldn't bother, isn't it? Alright, let's bring in Daniel, Rimworld, Elghorn, Bag of Cans. Bag of Cans. Hell no, we're not bringing in Bag of Cans. They're a grenade launcher user. Joanna's on the shotgun. That's often useful. An imperfect Peter is a sniper rifle. Can't have cowards. Alright, that's the last of them then. Bane Williams laughs. Yes, yes you do. Mag weaponry. As improving our plasma technology to the point where it surpasses that of the aliens would be virtually impossible, new ideas were needed. They arrived in the form of old ideas. Matt, where's my drink? Much better. Alright, let's check out the MagSec 4. Mag weapons are electromagnetic coil guns that combine the remarkable properties of alien materials with our existing knowledge of ballistic weapons. The idea behind a Gauss gun and coil gun has been around for over a century. It consists of a series of electromagnets firing sequentially, accelerating a projectile, blah 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 blah. Mag weapon prototypes have been built in pistol, shotgun rifle, and precision arrangements, each one small enough to be carried by an infantryman, but still capable of delivering a pellet of alien alloy at hypersonic speed. They're almost certainly the most powerful terrestrial infantry weapons that will ever exist. Pushing muzzle velocity any higher would raise air resistance highly enough to explosively ignite the air behind the projectile, likely killing the soldier firing the weapon. It seems we're now limited by the composition of our atmosphere rather than by our technology. Sweet. I want those weapons. Gah, you need a lot of research going on. What about the singularity core? We need to figure that out once we do our interrogation. And we have new weapons to build. Whoa, why are you guys not building? Because I tore you off of this, isn't that right? Still, now I want you for those weapons. So. Let's let our beloved Colonel have an amazing bit of precision on his side. And have a carbine, because Johnny did survive. No mag storm? We'll get a mag storm, but we need to research heavy weapons. Alright, let's keep it keeping on. Okay, the situation is still stable. The funding is lush. We could have another base, but we won't. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let's just keep on keeping on. Aha, Praetor interrogation. We finally have our answers, Commander. These creatures are biologically immortal, immune to aging, but certainly not to violent injury. Our captive is evidently terrified by the possibility of death and proved exceptionally compliant during the interrogation. The Praetors are an ancient race that developed hyperspace technology millions of years ago. Their history was unremarkable until they encountered the Caesans. The Caesans of old had settled their home system but did not possess the hyperdrive tech. They needed to travel beyond it. What they did possess was the power of telepathy, along with several other latent psionic abilities. It proved their undoing. Craving the powers themselves, the Praetors subjugated the Caesans and studied them until they identified the genetic material responsible. They improved this genetic material, granted themselves extraordinary psionic powers, became a race of intergalactic tyrants seeking out and enslaving sentient life in pursuit of improvements, e.g. the biological immortality extracted from the civilians. The useful species were retained, genetically resequenced to ensure submission and servitude. This is the fate planned for us. Our enemies toy with us. This invasion is just a test. The High Praetor measures our progress from the bridge of the enormous alien mothership orbiting our planet. Without him, the fleet would collapse, but then the extraterrestrials would simply jump in a new fleet. There'd be no end. At best, we would have the choice between extinction or subjugation. Neither much appeals. The rules must change, Commander. I have an idea. Just give me a little time to develop it. Operation Endgame. Defeat the alien menace forever. Endgame, you say? I mean, this Sully laboratory man has proven me right so far. Let's keep him around so far. Right, M&M, and a bit more M&Ms. What I'm really thinking right now is, do I rush into the end game and beat the game now, or do we switch out and actually do our EU4? And I feel like we're on a bit of a roll here. I see little reason to stop. Let's keep going. We'll give this guy what he needs for Operation Endgame. Well, we're never getting that singularity core, are you? Jake, you need better weapons. Are you sure we need better weapons? Tell you what, we'll give him a little bit for Endgame, so he can keep on with it, and then let's figure out what's up with the singularity core, and then let's make it... Wait, why are we not working on weapons? There you are. Let's get them. As long as you don't stop, you can claim that your character only died in the last stream, says Alpha. Died a hero for us all. The tank is ready. You know, I think bare minimum should never die. Bare minimum should be kept around as backup, but otherwise can claim retirement. The thing is, we need somebody to be this new vehicle. Hyperion 001. No, I think we're gonna call you... He's thinking. He's really thinking. I'm also thinking what names we've already used for this. Holes in a tank? What are you talking about? More than required. Gee, tough one. We've used a lot of the names that we've had before. I'm gonna call you Urban. Or Urban, like Guns of Urban. Not as cool as Bare Minimum, but we'll see what you're like down there. It's my first time using you, so it might all go to pot. Plasma Bolt, of course. Why use Pulse Laser when you have Plasma Bolt? That means you have other things that you need to do. Weapons. Carbine. Precision. I would like a rifle as well, please, but chings, these things take days and money. Keep on going. Now, I'm naming the tanks after Patreon people. And Urban is one of them. Cryptology is done at Prome. Sweet. We'll actually know what's going on down there. We've got our 4 soldiers over at Montenegro. Let's kit them out as best we can. Now, Joanna is a shotgunner. That's assault, how I often forget. Elghorn is another shotgunner. Swell. Yeah, I get it, I get it. And then there's Daniel the Evil, who is a grenadier. But unlike most big bangs, they don't want the shield. So, best of luck. None of that, though. And then finally, there's Rimworld Watcher, who wants a shield and a pistol. And there you go. Well, that's not very good, is it? Here's a plasma pistol and something resembling armor. There. Which means I'll also move them up to the actives in the document. I don't know if anybody watches the document with this, but it's good to keep track of who's on and what they're meant to have. For me, at least. You guys, I don't particularly care. Alright. Have at, Alien Menace. How does the mag pistol compare to the plasma pistol stat-wise? That's right, we can check out the stats here. 10, 105, 32. 10, 70, 26. 15 shots. 15 shots. Ah, so reload cost is flat, whilst the shooting is not. Interesting. Still, a solid increase. How about this? 120 kinetic versus 80 energy. We like kinetics though, right? The ranks are a little outdated. Well, I can't update it on the fly, Bane. Well, I could, but I don't. Think of the time that would take. Think of the time all this is taking. Making these weapons costs a fair bit. But we're not onto Operation Endgame just yet. Everything is poor. Oh! I got a base in South America. I don't think I care that much. South America can be passively drained for all it's worth. I want to do this endgame. We have a mag carbine, mag precision, mag rifle. Should probably get those mag pistols as well. At least they only cost alloys. Keep in mind the aliens are more resistant to plasma too. You need to have a storage room and the resources in the first base, make weapons and send them back, sure. A Praetor on a massive battleship. On a terror mission. That needs to be taken care of, and that needs to be taken care of by Montenegro's 3 marauders. This is getting more and more fun. I think I need that endgame. Glad that you're so close by, that makes shooting you down a lot easier. Tag it till it's over land, and then absolutely ravage that. Uh-oh, seems to be right over Montenegro. Why would it be doing that, I wonder? Well, regardless. Squadron, return to base. This Corsair, how much ammo do you have? Of course you wouldn't want to say. Another Praetor, right, just strike you out of existence, even though it said that conventional weapons can't deal with it. What the hell, select that as your new target and just ravage it. Over land, preferably. That bit me a little hard, but get back to base regardless. Why stop this? This is so profitable. I guess so. Alright, go on. Who needs fuel? It's right next to you. Burn them all. And please, please, repair our ships. Alright, mag precision is done. What else do we want? I would quite like another mag carbine if you could, please. I like assaults. Use the money for other bases. Nah, we're in the end game, is my take on this. Looks like you could play this for a very long time, just shooting them down as they come, making sure the cash flows. It is suckling away at South America, but no big deal. Another massive carrier. Just torch the thing. Ground attack from another massive carrier. Right, that one needs to be taken down. Glad we have the Marauders. Researching one over here. Take it down. Another ground attack. Uh-oh. Part of me says don't even bother following it, but do. Another ground attack is on the way over there. Small intercept. Oh my god, they're really at it now. We need that end game. That Operation Endgame is going too poorly. Alright, take that thing out and return to base for now. Nuke it into the ground. Yeah, that thing is a bigger priority than researching this researcher. The researcher's just harmless. Whew. That's the one doing the ground attack, right? Go for it. Yeah, just take it out. Can't risk that. Then we have another... Wait, that's a ground attack as well? Oh, there are problems around here. Temptation is to gun that down with what I have anyway. Go for it, see if you can make a difference. There we go. If it goes and ground strikes someone I don't care about, then it's all okay. Get the Corsair on there, as well as the most fueled up and ammoed up ships we have, and then return to base. Someday we'll be ready for the end game. Someday we'll be ready with these guns. Intercept that ground attack with marauders, please. Oh, it's over Iberia. Maybe just give it a little bit of time. Whew. Okay. Mag rifle is done. Swell. We're coming along nicely with these. Pistols, carbines. One could say it might be worth making more of those aircrafts. I could certainly make a couple, but dang, do they take time to make. Also, I don't think we have the space for one. Well, we have space for exactly one. And I'd like to send it over here because the lack of marauders leaves Prome and Grators down. If you wanted to throw your dosh, you could build a couple of engineering bits for North America and build there. Could, but then I'd have to transmit things over, and what a time sink that would be. Plus, hopefully, we're about to get our heavy mag weapon. Oh, it's only average. And I can't just dump loads of engineers on these kinds of things, because if I make a new marauder, 13 days to make it. That's forever. Let's just sink it and get those pistols faster then. Imagine evolving and implementing yourself with genes from a bunch of different species and then getting taken down by sticks. Beaten to death by sticks. It's only fitting. Okay, that all got done a little too fast. I guess we will make another marauder then, since we can do it in a couple of days. Everybody's working, good. How you feeling, South America? Yeah, their forecast change just keeps ticking down and down. Small scout intercepted with just a Corsair, no biggie. A medium landing ship on a supply run. Surely, couldn't a single marauder deal with that? Get down to here, please. Massive carrier. Intercepted with what we have left. Hopefully it doesn't run away. It's alright, it'll try to intercept you, but it'll get shot to shreds. Ground attack near Scotland? I think not. Ground attack. Ground attack. Man, they like their ground attacks. Alright, this one's a little too close to the base, so... Squadron, that's your target now. God, they are really stepping up their game. Yeah, just get back to base. Send out the Promans. There's your target now. Smash it. Return to base. Hopefully don't get shot down by that thing. Nicely done. Back to base. Ah, look at it bloomin' go. So Jake, will this take over the 6 PM stream? I don't know. Depends how long this goes on for, but my instinct says yes. Great, we got ourselves another one. This one's being relocated over to Prome. And without the bigger weapons research, let's make ourselves another one. To also send over to Prome. God damn, look at it! I can't get it! Barely got you, though. They're so agonizingly barely faster than us. That one's on a ground attack, that one's on a research. Don't like the look of that ground attack, so eliminate it, please. But this one's also meant to be on a ground attack. And it's following us. Yeah, that one's doing God knows what. Just a bit of research, nothing untoward. Get refueling. You're probably going to need it. Alright, it's close enough. Surely, surely, surely. Hang on, how big are we talking here? Could I take that down with 2 marauders? That's what I would like to know. Because marauders can jump on you in a heartbeat. There we go. Good. What's there left to attack in South Africa? What indeed. Go marauders. Trash it. Yeah, what a lucrative day for the Xenonauts. Still working hard or hardly working. Operation Endgame is average. Heavy mag weapons are good. Okay, here's that singularity core that we found. This is it, the power source that underpins the entire extraterrestrial empire. Naked singularity captured in a delicate particle field. Streaming raw energy in monumental quantities, the ball of energy at the core of the device is less than a foot wide and could power our entire civilization for decades. The singularity within the device appears to forever exist on the point of collapse, stabilized by the particle field around. I don't understand all this gobbledygook. Get to the point. The singularity core represents the solution to every power consumption issue we've ever had. Elenium reactors can only be miniaturized so far, but the singularity core provides almost limitless amounts of power, and the containment field can be made small enough to fit inside virtually anything we can dream up. The only one complication, as we obviously do not possess the capacity to harvest singularities ourselves, we'll still need to capture these devices from extraterrestrials if we want to use them. Okay. A Fury Interceptor and a Singularity Cannon. A powerful infantry weapon harnessing enormous energy. Hey, I like the sound of that more than some puny interceptor. We have good interceptors already. Do I even have these singularities? I'm not seeing one. You'd need to take them from the UFOs. Oh man. Alright, Marauder is done. That means we can now have 3 over in Prome. But Prome is full, so if we go over to Prome, we're actually going to decommission one of these. I might even decommission the rest of them at the end of the month to save on Dosh just a bit. Well, I think I should save one for their own interceptors and the like. Onwards to Prome, go. Good, better weapons for mind-controlled thralls. I like the sound of it. Rearmed, refueled, fully operational. Goody goody. Come on, get on with it, man. I give you 10 good scientists for the end game. Singularity Cannon. Further study of the alien singularity core has allowed us to weaponize it without consuming the core itself. Important, not simply because the cores are short supply, but because they contain so much energy, releasing it all at once would annihilate literally everything in the combat area. Singularity Cannon is so heavy it can be wielded with the assistance from a Praetor battlesuit, but is capable of unleashing almost unimaginably destructive power. The device is built around the core, functions siphoning off a tiny amount of da-da-da-da-da. The Singularity Cannon requires reloading with a new slug after every fire, but the core itself should be good for approximately 1 million shots. Constructing one would be a major undertaking, but sheer power would surely be worth it. I doubt the aliens have anything that could survive a hit. I can assure you that our species does not. So if I wanted to make one of these... costs the Singularity Core. What a shame. Oh, God, can't have 1 million as well. Guess we're sticking to conventional weapons here. Have who you need for the end game. Jake, I want it, says Bubblegum. That's a real shame. Rapid fire mags. It is pleasing to be working with the kinetic weapons again. Humans have been using them for thousands of years, and I feel we have developed a certain affinity with them. The intricacies of mag technology are extremely complex and dramatically different from those of ballistic weapons, but are still basic principles that can be carried between the two. The rotary barrel arrangement is one. Having served us well for our rapid-fire energy cannons, we have adopted it for one final use, the Mag Storm. A devastating weapon capable of annihilating a target in a hail of hypersonic projectiles. It consists of 4 rotating barrels, each of which has an electromagnetic spiral that is wound twice as tightly. On a standard mag weapon, could be used to impart more force on a projectile, but instead the weapon is set up so that each bullet uses only half the coil, allowing each barrel to accelerate 2 bullets simultaneously, giving 8 times the normal fire rate, with no loss of stopping power. Technology is equally effective in using small caliber infantry munitions. Good. Even better, railgun. I assume this is for our... Oh, hang on. Would our... I need to research the Mag Storm, is that right? No, I don't. We can build a Mag Storm. Now we're talking. I need 2. Nothing else to be said for this, however. There we go, Mag Storm. Singularity cannon, but we can't build it. How about you? Oh yes! Let's see how this railgun does. Everybody is rearmed and fully operational, I assume with new mag weaponry then. There you are. You're still 3x3 though. Interceptors. Mag Storm, fusion torpedo. Surely Minimum gets to try out his new gun, says Edge, right? Do we really want bare minimum on the final mission? Operation Endgame. Our foes are numerous, or even numberless. No matter how brave our soldiers or how skilled our pilots, we cannot hold their fleets at bay forever. But we may not have to. The aliens have miscalculated. Even the fastest alien ship can only reach 1/10 of light speed using conventional propulsion, leaving them reliant on hyperspace technology of interstellar travel. We already have a fully functional hyperspace inhibitor in our laboratory. The principle behind it is derived from radio jamming. It generates vast amounts of randomized noise that can cause a destabilizing cascade in any nearby hyperspace tunnel, causing it to collapse on itself before any travel can occur. It should inhibit all spacecraft travel for 1,000 light years beyond our planet, preventing the arrival of any alien reinforcements. However, activating the device now would be suicide. The alien fleet in orbit are hardly likely to maintain the charade of invasion once the disruptor comes online. Indeed, there's a failsafe for this exact scenario. The alien dreadnought carries enough Reapers to eradicate all life on the planet. If unleashed on a population center, there'd be tens of millions of creatures within hours. Once they had overwhelmed humanity, the Praetors would gather up the Reapers, pick through the absorbed genetic material at their leisure, a depressingly neat solution. But this would give us a small window of opportunity. A single strike team could land on the dreadnought as it descends into our atmosphere. Did you not mention enough Reapers to... Yeah, okay. If they can find and kill the High Praetor before the Reapers are unleashed on our planet, the alien fleet would be left leaderless and defeated. Their reinforcements stranded thousands of years away. But if your men were to fail, the entire human race would die with them. The mission is Operation Endgame. We can launch it whenever you wish, Commander. All we have to do is switch on the hyperspace disruptor. Yeah, no freaking pressure. Okay, well, why don't you guys go and figure out how to make better interceptors while you're at it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. How about those weapons? Still waiting on a couple of mag storms. 4 days to do it. Alright, what do we have weapon-wise right now? 2 of you, 2 of you, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd like more weapons than 8. one additional Predator armor. No, I think two assaults with 2 of these will be... Hang on. 0 mag storms. Yeah, I'm making 2 mag storms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we need 2 more. What would we have 2 of? Well, who do we even have for this amazing mission? I guess I'd need another sniper so that Deadly Tower can get involved. You only get 1 shot, any more is pointless. We already have 2 carbines, we need another precision. Your tank will be even more useless in the dreadnought, so you need 12 mag guns. Are you sure it'll be useless? Can a tank even join on the final mission? I think the tank should be there on the final mission. Yeah, of course it should be there. Okay, once we have our mags, we need an extra sniper rifle. And I think that'll do, because some people just use grenades. Oh, right, they're on their way. Landing ship in a supply run, researching, ground attacking, strike cruising, research. Oh, this is getting grimmer and grimmer. Let's just intercept that one immediately. Hang on. If it's so close, could I just take it down with... I should just maraud the thing to death. Who cares about that research? I care a bit about a ground attack, though. Take it down. A large strike cruiser on a bombing run? Not on my watch. No, don't even bother tailing it, just engage it. And get back to base. Take out that scout with a single Corsair. Should be all that's needed. Oh, that thing you can tail until it's over. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Just ravage it and get back to base. One wonders how I launch Operation Endgame. Oh, there it is. I assume I click on that. Well then, as soon as our mag storms are ready, I think we could just go for it. Intercept that thing with a Corsair. Intercept that thing with 3 Marauders. Uh-oh. Getting stuck out there. Just got it. Take it out and get back to base. Make Australasia love us. Take that thing out as well. All go back to base. And we're all good. Alright. Hopefully that'll buy us the time. There. Just 3 days, and then we'll have this done. 1, 2... Is everybody actually working as hard as they can? You're all working, fair enough. All done. Okay. Is there anything we could swiftly put together in the time that we have? You know, like another weapon? Another mag precision would only take a couple of days. What about my sniper rifle, says Deadly Tower. Alright, I'll get your stupid sniper rifle. The Fury Interceptor is the ultimate weapon in Battle of the Skies. It is an unmanned craft with virtually unlimited range. It can fly so high and so fast that no UFO has a hope of outrunning it, let alone intercepting it. It can travel at Mach 8, allowing it to reach any point in the world in under 2 hours. It carries a single super heavy singularity torpedo on each mission. The Fury was influenced by the alleged secret SR-71 Blackbird, which is almost invulnerable to conventional technology due to its impressive speed and service ceiling. Not that our organization would have much trouble dealing with them. The design has been evolved and enhanced, not least by removing the pilot and the equipment needed to keep him alive. An autonomous flight computer tracks sensor data, adjusting its behavior. Unsurprisingly, the power requirement for these monstrous engines and highly advanced flight computer are enormous. A singularity core is needed. Each Fury built will allow us to capture one from an extraterrestrial ship. I see. Singularity torpedo, the most destructive weapon mankind has ever created. Produces a perfectly spherical release of energy that will instantly reduce anything within 5 kilometers to its constituent atoms. Do not expect to recover anything. So why would I even want these? Can't we take down the battleship thing with it? Alright. I don't think I really want to build one of these. Nor can I. Those are some millennium costs. Another massive attack coming. A wee small scout. Easily dealt with a Corsair. Supply run, I don't really care about those. You can supply all you want. I care about ground attacks though. Yeah, you gotta go. If you're close to my home base though, that's getting intercepted. Another wee interceptor for air superiority can be taken out. We'll have the Proman one deal with it. Now it'll probably go away from you. Yeah, it is going away from you. Alright, return to base. This one can be taken care of with the Marauders. Somebody wants to come and play with you, which is fine. That looks like a ground attack in South Africa, as if we ever cared about South Africa. They turn their back on us, turn our back on them. Some say you're not being the bigger man, but I disagree. Besides, I can't even pick a target. Alright, do we have anything fueled up to take care of you? Pretty much. Go get it. Tail it till it's over land, and then... Some tailing that was. I'll just engage it and take it out. Ground attack. Looks like a ground attack on our base the way it's going. Intercept it with what you have. You're not armed, but that's okay. You can still take it out and get back. Man, feels good to maraud our way through the skies. I don't think I've ever lost a region. Is it possible to regain? Nope. South Africa is gone and gone for good. We wouldn't have lost it if we hadn't failed the attack on, or the massacre in Cape Town. But boy did we fail it. Hey, come on man, I need that mag precision. There we go. Alright, let's assemble the ultimate fighting force for the end fight here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be all of the best. Dark Young will be leading it from the front, I'm sure. Johnny's in there, despite the tragic times Johnny came across. Bubblegum will be involved, and we need another heavy weapons guy. I hate to say it, but Mimer's the only one we've got since Bane decided to, well, die. Deadly Tower will be our other sniper. We need another assault. Who wants to step up? Neutral Good, Mitral, or Rice Boy? Who's going to be more useful for this mission? A lot of hit points on Mitral, not a lot on Rice Boy. Not a lot of strength on Mitral, plenty of accuracy. I expect some sun rockets to be fired. Sun, sure. Well, that's the point. You need to get involved since we need riflemen in here. I feel like surviving is pretty important here, so we'll get Mitral involved as our second assault. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need shields, so on comes Behold. On comes the treacherous Closet Goth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can have 2 more. Sniper, sniper, assault, heavy, heavy. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What else are we going to get involved here? Could have Sergeant Health with that criminally low TU. Maybe another shield would be useful. Or a big bang, because I don't really have the weapons otherwise, do I? Kaladin's brave. On you go, Kaladin. Okay, let's suit and boot everybody. Dark Young looks pretty well ready for this. You're not taking that, though. Actually, you're not taking any of that. Here's your precision rifle. What's it called? The Mag Precision. And here's some mag for it. Jake Rocketeer is useful. Yeah. I don't know, I never managed to use Rocketeers very well. Not that I tend to use big bangs that well, but at least they have a shield. Assault, you need things to actually kill them. I'm sure we'll get there. Right. Maybe it's better for you to have extra ammo where we're going. We don't know how bad it gets in there. Here you go. Get rid of all this rubbish. Take your carbine. Take the correct carbine ammunition. One of each grenade. Don't think you need a smacky thing. Do you really need the batons now that survival of mankind? That's why I'm dropping the batons. Give me a break. Good, Dark Young carries a medipack. I feel better when the medipack is there, though. Bubblegum, heavy weapon. Wrong heavy weapon, though. There you go. How you like that? Ready to rock and roll, I'm sure. Bring in some more sun grenades. I doubt it's sleepy time for our enemies. There you go. Sticks and stones break alien bones. It'd be cool doing this with just the ballistic weapons. Righto, Deadly Tower. I don't have enough sentinel armor for everyone, do I? That's going to be awkward. Well, the assaults are definitely getting it. The riflemen are definitely getting it. I'm not sure Captain Deadly Tower is going to be getting it. If that spells the end of you, well, I don't know, I owe you a drink or something. There you go, don't worry about the extra med pack. Carry more ammo instead. No, I want to live! It's a real shame for you. Good, 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 fine. Assault certainly needs... Oh boy, pressure's on. But at least I'm not in the team. That deletes a lot of the pressure off of me. I died a hero. Depending on who you ask. Alright, Edgeye, Rifleman. No, that's a carbine, Jake. That's a rifle. Someday I'll get it right. I mean, that looks a lot more like carbine to me. But I guess the easiest way to remember is carbine has 6 shots. There we go. I don't know if I want you to have more fusion rockets, but maybe it's a good idea. I could actually have Memer carry some for you. Maybe we don't need all of this rubbish, do we? Mitchell can carry more now. Yeah, but since they're an assault, what would they even really carry? I guess these smoke grenades could come in handy. They saved me before. Then again, I kind of want the sun bombs. Kaladin's got the big bang. Drop that. That won't be doing you any good. Yeah, I think it's more important to bring the sun bombs here. The problem with the sun bombs is they wait until the end of the round to explode, and I really don't like that. Boom grenades, no point going EMP or gas. Why would EMP be a problem? Oh, I guess there's a lot of Reapers on this ship, right? No point preserving bodies, just blow it all to pieces. Yeah, maybe the smoke grenade. Yeah, and that certainly won't help. Alright, here are your sun bombs. I mean, you're there for utility more than anything, so that's not a problem. Suppression could still be useful. Big bang is ready. The shield, though. First off, drop that and drop that. Second off, grab that. And no, not that. Have some ammo there. Oh man, you are so lacking in the ability to carry stuff. Maybe I could bring you down a touch and bring Behold up a touch. That way you can actually shoot things. And just in case, have that to throw. Closet Goth is apparently a shield. Then equip the def... yeah, I think not. Sentinel up. Pistol. Ammo. Jake, maybe wait a few more days and get more Sentinels. There is no waiting. The time is now. Actually, you look like you'd be fine with that since you're pretty strong. And then we could give the big bang the Sentinel armor to give them more bigs to bang. Carry that just in case. Maybe one of those just in case. Maybe even two of them just in case. Otherwise you are the sun. That might be overkill on these. Let's have you have a spare rocket for Edgrai. Okay, I think we're good to go with this. We're gonna make our save here. I'm gonna call it the final battle, and we will continue this on our next run of Xenonauts, is what I'd say if I was mad. I want to do it now.